always thought that survival in business was like a 15-round fight. Each year, or moment in time, it's just another round that you wanted to win, draw, or sometimes just survive. Being knocked out was not an option, but knockdowns were inevitable. At RoMac, this fight's lasted 80 rounds. While we may have the scars and bruises of 80 years, we're still here, in the middle of the ring, standing tall, with one message: bring it on. It all started after a Great World War when a veteran who had nothing started a little lumber yard in Central Florida. No one gave Buck Roebuck and the boys a chance, but yet he had the audacity to not cower or fear the future. After just 1 year in business, the McDonald family tried to force Buck and the boys out of the business, but instead they fought back and bought them out. There would be no early round knockouts at RoMac. In the early days, times were hard, hot, and survival was achieved in nickels and dimes. Citrus was king, and the booms and busts of Florida knocked out many who stacked lumber on job sites that lacked the grit and determination to succeed. Each year, the company grew stronger. But in 1972, RoMac took a punch that nearly knocked us out. A big fire in Leesburg destroyed most of the dreams and hard work of the past 3 decades. And it took the toughness of the team and the help of the community to rise from the ashes. But we did, bigger and stronger. In the 1980s, a couple of big freezes dropped the citrus industry to its knees along with RoMac. The community was knocked down, and for many, they never got off the mat. But once again, the bell did not ring for RoMac. The team got up and reimagined the future, and with the guidance of a new generation of leadership, Dan Roebuck charted another comeback, but this time bigger and bolder. In the 1990s, RoMac faced a new opponent, corporate America. As the housing industry grew and Central Florida became a retirement destination, the corporate raiders came with millions of dollars aimed at knocking local businesses out. Many hit the mat and never entered the ring again. They ran scared, refusing to even fight. Every time a new Wall Street competitor came along, they always told us, either sell out or we'll close you down. Each time our response was simple: I'll be here when you're gone, and we were. As the 2000s began, the world changed. First, we had Y2K, when all the computers of the world were to stop and collapse the world as we knew it. We prepared and we survived yet another round. But then we got a big sucker punch on Tuesday, September 11, 2001. We remember watching the horrific events of that day, and at first people were scared and confused. But then we saw the flags being lifted and Americans joining together like no other time in a generation. At RoMac, employees gave blood, volunteered, gave money, flew flags, wore pins, and together we got up off the mat and we refused to lay down for the count. America and RoMac refused to fall. Then the United States and Florida economy heated up, and in fact, it got too hot. Banks were making ill-advised subprime loans, and while housing was booming, we knew this couldn't last, and it didn't. In 2006, the housing boom began to slow, and while others were in denial, at RoMac we started taking action. And by September 2008, the United States economy and the housing market was in a full collapse. It was an ugly time as millions lost homes and the construction industry was decimated and knocked to the canvas. Many in our industry here in Florida never got up, but we weathered the beating of 2008 through 2011, despite the temptation to stop this fight. Bloodied and bruised, we answered the bell for another round. The team at RoMac continued to fight hard every year, and with the second wind, started landing punches. Our team refused to throw in the towel. But what emerged was a company hardened by a fight and ready to win. It was our time to win. And we started winning rounds by expanding the business to other markets and other product lines. And we said to ourselves, why not? And we became one of the top building supply companies in the state of Florida. Then a silent ghost-like threat entered the ring named COVID-19. Once again, others panicked, closed their doors, and ran for the hills. We didn't go nowhere, but in the center of the ring, at RoMac, we protected our people, took historic action to service customers, and we never closed our stores one day. While others were laying off people, we fought for ours. Against an unprecedented foe in COVID-19, we began to win and win big. See, that's what champions do. The scars and experiences of the years of hard fights has made our team unstoppable because we simply refuse to give up and quit. Now, after 80 years, RoMac Building Supply is still here, still in the middle of the ring, ready to face anything. But now we have the next generation of leadership, and he is forged with the same grit and determination as Buck and the boys. You see, we might just be a building material company from Central Florida, but we are far more than just that, actually. We're a group of ordinary people on an extraordinary team that never quits. That's RoMac. We will never stop fighting for our customers, associates, and this community. Thank you to everyone who has kept us in the fight. And we are ready to lace them up for another 80 rounds. This fight continues.